Hey, how's it going everybody? Ginger on Wheels here again. I am back today with another episode out on the 011X, and today we're going to be covering personal protective equipment. I've got some elbow guards and knee guards, all sorts of different varieties on and with me today, and I'm going to go right around on the 011 and I'm going to switch them out. We're going to try and test, compare and contrast, see which ones are better, and hopefully by the end of it I'll come to a conclusion as to which ones are the best high-end elbow and knee guards for scooting. Alright, so let's get to it.
Warrior.
Alright, so first up is Fox Titan Pro elbow guards. I think they retail for $55, $59. And then I've also got on the Leatt dual axis knee guards. So let's go rip around for 5 or 6 minutes and try and get these pads to slip and move, and I'll let you know how they feel. Ooh, we got squeaky brakes. So the Leatt dual axis guards are surprisingly comfortable and my leg is straight and they're not slipping down at all. I have them on over some jeans right now. I must have driven through some oil. I got some squeaky brakes. So it's about 65 degrees out right now. Perfect temperature for a scoot. I'm in speed 1 going 41 miles an hour. Like, what are the other two speeds for? Okay, so I've been riding around for about 5 or 10 minutes with these Fox Titan Pro elbow guards on and the Leatt dual axis knee guards. Both are very nice. These aren't slipping at all. They're contoured to my arm. They have this nice little back protective piece. The elbow's like perfectly covered even on the insides. The pad isn't moving around. It's got a nice little mesh piece to go around your arm. These Fox Titan Pro guards are nice. The one downside though is they're hot. It's 65 degrees and my elbows are sweaty. So I could see like a hot day out in the mountains or just riding around hard, you'd get pretty itchy, I imagine. And these would get sweaty. They get that nice sour smell to them after a while. So these are nice. These are high quality pads and they'll stick to your arms, but they're hot and they're a little bit uncomfortable too. They pinch your skin when you bend the arm there. So I've got a little redness, a little irritation. It's sweaty. But I imagine if I crash at high speed, these things are going to be the best for covering my arms. So it's a triangle, and you're comparing safety, price, and comfort, and you can only have two. So these are definitely covering price and safety, but not comfort. Okay, let's talk knee pads. These are the Leatt dual axis knee guards, and they fit perfectly. This knee thing is completely encompassing my entire knee. Even on the inside here, I can tell if I smashed it down on the side, that would just hit the plastic buttons and not my leg. It's not slipping, it's not moving. I was worried before about it having these 3 straps. Like, I thought this middle one would be a little unnecessary and uncomfortable because the Alpine Star SX-1 just has one here and one here. And I'm thinking if they can get away with it and have a high quality pad, why does this one need one here? But I rode around with this one unbuckled a little bit, and they do slide down, so you do need this middle one. But if you have them adjusted properly, it's not uncomfortable at all. I was also worried about being able to straighten my leg while standing on the scooter comfortably, and that's no problem at all either. So hardcore knees bent fast riding, straight leisure riding, really no problem. So I like both of these. These are the Alpine Star SX-1 knee guards. They're also dual axis and the knee there, and they also have 2 straps in the back. There's just one for the calf and one for the quad. So one less strap than the Leatt dual axis. We're going to see how those compare. And we've also got the Alpine Star men's Bionic elbow guards here. A tiny bit flimsier than the Fox Titan Pro ones, but they feel sturdy, so we'll see how they work. All right, I'm all strapped up in the Alpine Stars gear. Let's go rip around on the 11X and see how it works. Sorry Nathan, I'm not trying to off-road your 11X, I'm just trying to get some jiggles going. Okay, so some interesting straight up comparisons. You gotta tighten these things pretty hard to get them to stay on. You can see the vein coming out of my arm a little bit. Kind of defeats the purpose of having them be more breathable and comfortable. This one is a little looser, and this one was jiggling down, just sort of slides down after a while. You really gotta cinch it around your bicep and your forearm here. So let me give these ones a fair shake. I'll tighten them up so they're staying on. We'll go for another bumpy jaunt and we'll see how they do. Okay, they're all tightened up now. All right, we got some nice wiggles and jiggles. All right, so been riding around for like 15 minutes with these new guards on and the Alpine Star guards. I guess they're both Alpine Star, but they do really well. And they're much more breathable than the other set I had on. Fox Titan Pro and the Leatts, they have a lot more coverage around your bones and joints, but they're just so hot. And the straps, there's 3 straps on those elbow guards. It gets irritated and irritable after a while. These knee guards, they feel like they have essentially the same coverage as the Leatt, except for when you bend your knee, there's this little exposed area right here, and this is just mesh, and I can push against my knee. So if your knee was bent and you like hit a rock or something, that could get painful, but for the most part, it's the same coverage, and they're so much more breathable than the Leatt ones. My legs were sweating in the Leatts and not in these. So the main advantage of these over the Leatts is that they're comfortable and they're breathable. The downside is that they're 30% more money, and they have a potentially vulnerable gap right here in the side of the knee when you bend your knee. Other than that, essentially the same product. They feel like they have the same grip on my legs, despite these ones only having 2 straps. The straps are thicker, so again, comfort. So I don't feel like I've come to any profound conclusions, but just to summarize, these Alpine Star, the men's Bionic, are much more comfortable, much more breathable, but they do provide less protection on the inner elbow, and in the event of a serious crash, they could move out of the way of the elbow. So maybe not the best for high-speed road riding, but definitely off-road riding or just like riding around on your unicycle to the store or something, I would recommend these. They're very comfortable. The Fox Titan Pros were hot, uncomfortable, and a little bit more expensive, but they're so much better in the protection category. They protect the inner elbow, they stay glued to your arm, and they don't feel like they would move in the event of a serious crash. So you're really rolling the dice every time you ride. Is it going to be a serious crash or is it going to be a medium crash? You never know. So I'm having a really hard time choosing. I can't choose between these ones and the Fox Pros or these ones and the Leatts. So I think I'm just going to go cruising around on the 011X, crunch down the batteries some more, and test out these guards some more. And whichever ones I end up picking, I will put in the description below. But I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to like the video if you learned something and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Thanks. Okay everybody, so it is a few days later and I've been riding around with the pads that I have, and the ones that I ended up settling on were the Fox Titan Pro elbow guards and the Leatt dual axis knee guards. And the reason why is because the Alpine Star guards, while they initially were really comfortable and cool feeling, after riding them and wearing them for like an hour, I started to get a slight rash right behind my knee, and that was through pants. So you just have to tighten that top strap so much to get the guards to stay up that it really just wasn't that comfortable after a while, for me anyway. Maybe I just have strange shaped legs. But the Leatt dual axis, you can tighten all three of the straps to a medium tightness and they do a really good job of staying up, and they stay exactly where you put them. You can also use the Leatt over your pants, and you can wear them under your jeans as well. So that's a huge bonus. I didn't think that these would fit under my jeans that I wear, but they do. So big plus. And the reason why I chose these Fox Titan Pro elbow guards over the Alpine Star Men's Bionic Plus elbow guards is because I know that I ride fast and I do ride on asphalt, and if I crashed with those Alpine Star guards on, I really don't think that they would do a good enough job of protecting my elbows. And if I'm going to go through all the work of getting elbow guards and making sure that they're ones that fit, I want to make sure that they're ones that'll protect my elbows too. So they might be a little more uncomfortable and hot feeling, but it'll be worth it if I ever crash. So that was my logic there. I also think it's worth mentioning that I ordered these body protectors from Amazon. These are like full armor suits kind of, and they're only 60 bucks, so I thought it'd be worth a try. But they are in Asian sizes, and I'll put a link to them in the description in case you want to check it out. But the body armor fit okay, and the sleeves were about 6 or 8 inches too short, so the elbow guards were up on my upper arm and the forearm guards became elbow guards. It's just way too short. It's comical. I'm not even going to put it on and show you. Also, the other protective gear that I use, in case you guys are interested, are these 𝐈𝐜𝐿 Super Duty gloves. I got these, are motorcycle gloves. I've had these for a few years now, and they're like my old trusties. I wear them every time I ride. This is a new helmet that I got a few months ago, and I'm loving it. It's called the LS2 variant or Valiant helmet. It's a fully modular helmet. This piece that slides along the back here folds all the way down and becomes a chin guard. So that's pretty sweet. And also along the side it has this little sliding piece, and when you slide it back it's got a built-in sunshade that slides down. So very cool. Definitely my favorite helmet I've ever owned, and I probably have like 6 or 7 full face helmets in my storage area. Okay, you guys, that's all I have for you for this edition of Ginger on Wheels, but stay tuned for next edition. I'm going to have a 9-bot Max scooter coming in the mail, and I'm going to unbox that and ride it around. So if you're in the market for a long distance commuter scooter, that'll be a fun one to watch. Don't miss it.